I'm John Tuttle. I graduated from Eastern Michigan University in 2004 with a Bachelor's of Business Administration. I'm currently wrapping up my nearly 2-decade tenure at the New York Stock Exchange, where I serve as Vice Chairman, and I'm returning home to Michigan to lead an exciting company on the west side of the state called Acrisure. So I joined the New York Stock Exchange nearly 2 decades ago on what I thought would be a short-term assignment, and instead fell in love with an institution at the heart of the global economy and truly the world's most vibrant city. I started off working in our Global Affairs division as we took the New York Stock Exchange global, and over time served in a succession of roles, including Global Head of Listings, Chief Operating Officer, or Chief Commercial Officer, and for the past 5 years, the Vice Chairman of the New York Stock Exchange. I chose to attend Eastern Michigan University for a number of reasons. I grew up not too far away in Milford, Michigan. I had an older sister who graduated from Eastern, and I had the opportunity to play football, which made it a natural fit at that time. Eastern Michigan University had an incredible impact on me. It represented truly what it would be like to be in the workforce and the community. This was not just a group of 18 to 22-year-old full-time students. You had single mothers and single fathers. You had people later in their career going back to school. You had nighttime students, part-time students. It really represented a cross-section of the community. Immediately after studying business at Eastern Michigan University, I moved to Washington, D.C. and took assignments at the White House and at the U.S. Department of State. Now, my peers and contemporaries at those institutions traditionally had political science backgrounds, international relations backgrounds, and I brought a unique perspective, having more of a business or finance background, or educational background for that matter. Several years later, when I transitioned to Wall Street, I had the opposite effect happen, where in this environment where you had people with banking backgrounds, finance backgrounds, I brought a global perspective and a political and government perspective, and positioned me to do some exciting things, including hosting over 165 presidents or prime ministers here at the New York Stock Exchange, and launching in 2022 the NYC Institute, which is the New York Stock Exchange's public policy arm. I love engaging with Eastern Michigan University and the College of Business in particular at every opportunity I get. So if I'm back in Ypsilanti, the ability to spend time with students, faculty, or even just walk the campus is something I greatly value. But the opportunity to host students here at the New York Stock Exchange is something I have loved. I'm a little biased. They say there are 4 buildings that define America: the White House, the Capitol, the Supreme Court, and the New York Stock Exchange. And the ability to open the doors into one of the most important buildings in this country to students from Ypsilanti, Michigan is something I find very enjoyable and exciting to do. Many of them may not have left Michigan, their communities, or traveled that much, or had access to opportunities like this, and showing them that there is a big world out there, and there's a lot of Eastern Michigan University alums that are out there to help them in their career as they think about what's best for them and where they want to go, is something I'm very proud to have been able to do. My wife and I endowed a scholarship in 2013. It was less than 10 years after I graduated from Eastern Michigan University, because we wanted to give back, even if it was in a small way, and provide opportunity to students that may not have as much opportunity that I was fortunate to have after graduating from Eastern Michigan University. So we've continued to grow and develop that scholarship since that time. I specifically focused on awarding that scholarship to people who want to take some time to get involved in public policy or in Washington, and being able to provide at least some support to them academically, and then also to cover some of their costs while kind of gaining experience and applying their education was something we thought was important. In 2022, I was honored to be invited to be the commencement speaker at Eastern Michigan University. For me, it was a special moment because from all the experiences I've had in my time since Eastern Michigan University, it forced me really to think, what are those key lessons that are applicable to everybody leaving Eastern Michigan University? Not somebody from a certain background or major or focus, but really what could be applied to everybody. And so the opportunity to share some of my experience, but really spend some time with some really amazing people, was special. My lifelong career goals, look, it's to work hard, deliver value, be a great father, be a great husband, be a great contributor to the community. I think Eastern Michigan University set me up to do that, and that's what I plan to continue to do. And where that road takes me, who knows, but I'm excited to head down on that journey. Receiving this award means a lot for me personally. It's recognition from a university that I respect and admire that really set me up for a lot of opportunities in life that I never expected. And it's also recognition that in some way, shape, or form, I've delivered some value back to the university, or more importantly, its students. And that's something I hope to do more and more of going forward.